Hello everyone, welcome to the Nerd Fortress. I am here to do a quick channel intro and also just going over the game of Northgard, my first impressions, what I think of it and all that sort of stuff. Basically what's happening is I'm starting this YouTube channel to basically bring you all a bunch of different games that I like, games that you like, games that we can all get behind. I'm into very much doing the let's play sort of thing, and I like the point and click games also, such as Northgard that you can see in the background. The thing is, I am not very good just yet at the whole talking into a microphone sort of situation. This is very new to me. It's the first time I'm doing it. It's the first take. Hopefully this is the one that I stick with. But yeah, so as I was saying, what I want to bring to you guys is a very community driven channel, as I think I've mentioned just a second ago, and I want it to be filled with like discussions on what games we like currently, and also the games that we don't like, why we don't like them, why we like the games that we do like. I'm very much a fan of games like Oxygen Not Included, Northgard, Sims, sometimes, and also the Soulsborne series. That's something that I like. So basically what we've got in the background is just me starting up Northgard for one of the first times ever. It reminds me a little bit of the game back in the day. I don't know if any of you played it. Age of Empires Online. I think the art style reminds me of that a little bit. I was always looking for that game when I got my game PC built, but as soon as I got that built, found out that game was pretty much taken offline, which was a bit of a kick in the teeth. But this game has filled a bit of a hole, and playing around with it a little bit, just experimenting, seeing what is in this game, I have really come to enjoy it. And basically what it is it's like a base building esque sort of game in which you're placed on a map. You can choose how big the map is, unless you're playing online, which I have not yet. I've only played against the AI. And you can choose your clan. Each different clan has its own sort of like perks, if you will. And in the lore section, which coincidentally my mouse just hovered over just now, they all have their own specialized things that they can research, sort of. How in different games you have like research trees and stuff like that. If any of you are familiar with Oxygen Not Included, that has a very extensive research tree, which is always growing, which I love. It's the sign of a game well backed up by the developers. They do one of my other favourite games, which is Don't Starve. That is very in tune with survival-esque sort of games, very Tim Burton. Those of you who know who Tim Burton is and also who've played the game will know what I mean. I think the fact that this game does remind me of Age of Empires Online back in the day is because back then I was very into those sort of games. I've played Age of Empires 1, 2 and 3. I don't know if the remaster's out yet or not. I think the remaster is, but the new one isn't. I'm not too sure. And I've heard that they've brought it out on the console also, so I'm not sure how that is. I don't know how that would work. If any of you played it, if anyone's even watching, really, just let us know down in the comment section below if it's any good. At the minute I don't have the capabilities to do console games on this just yet, but as we plod along, one day I do intend to bring that sort of stuff to you. Another thing that I am very much interested in is video essays. I currently am a university student and I'm doing a very relevant degree, not relevant to the topic, gaming, tech stuff, this, that and the other, but relevant as in essays, as you could imagine. It is very essay heavy, and going through university, I've gotten a bit of a grip on how to structure an essay, how to formulate an argument, this, that and the other. The only thing I need to learn is editing, which is going to be a bit difficult for me considering I've never done it before, but I'm hoping that you guys stick around long enough so I can figure out how to do it, and then I can give you guys better stuff. Yeah, so that's my intention with that. I'm very much a fan of Downward Thrust and Clear Price Gaming. I think those guys are great. They push out very good content, I think. And also Grind This Game. I don't know if you've heard of him. If you guys like games like Don't Starve, RimWorld also, and Oxygen Not Included, as I feel like I've mentioned about 1 million times already. He plays those games along with, many others, and I very much like, his style of commentary, but I am nowhere near informed enough to be doing that sort of stuff on those sort of games. I'm very new to them, as I am new to this whole YouTube thing, but the thing is, I'm trying to build this little, corner, if you will, of the internet, of where we can freely discuss the things that we like, where we can play the games that we like. If you guys want to go to the discussions page on my channel, there will also be a comment left by me. If you guys want to pop on whatever things you want me to play, I will do. And you can also do it down in the comment section below. That is totally up to you. But more talking about Northgard, actually. As I've digressed about 1 million times, this game does remind me of those sort of games, like Age of Empires-esque, a little bit of Civilization as well, perhaps. You've got to take over territories, you've got to expand. There's multiple different ways of winning the game also. There's I think you can win by trading. You can win a dominance one, where you defeat all other players on the map. I think there's one to do with fame also. There's multiple different ways, and what is interesting about this game is it blends a bunch of different items, a bunch of different gameplay nuances together, such as you've got to manage all your resources very well, because when the winter hits, they will deplete, and they will deplete very quickly, faster than you think. And if you think that's difficult to manage that, there are also different events that take place, such as like a rat plague sometimes, which eats through all your food, or a blizzard which eats through all your wood storage. And then there's also different things to juggle, such as money and also morale, and you constantly be growing your tribe, clan, I don't know, to further your production quality of all these different resources, and expanding your territories, building towards whatever victory style you want to build towards. I'm playing the Fenrir clan, I think, which are more geared towards an aggressive dominance-based victory. So that's definitely something interesting to look into. Anyway, I'll see you guys later for the next video. It has been the Nerd Fortress here, and welcome to the channel.